Bandmanrill is a rapper from Newark, New Jersey, who started blowing up on TikTok in late 2021. Best known for songs like Heartbroken and I Am Newark, he currently boasts a respectable 500,000 monthly Spotify listeners, with most of his songs breaking the million stream threshold. His beats are typically Jersey Club inspired, but the tempo tends to be on the faster side, like 160 to 170 BPM. Aside from IShowSpeed and Bandmanrill, I've never heard anyone else with this exact style before. But that's not to say that nobody else is doing it just because I haven't seen it. Anyway, being attached to a sound that's just starting to pop off is a great spot to be in for each of these guys. It's one of those rare instances where luck and talent converge. A few years earlier and the Jersey club sound would have been too niche to capitalize on, and a few years from now, the sound will probably be too oversaturated. Most of the melodies in these beats contain chopped third-party samples with vocals. But we're not messing with any of that today. I ain't trying to play with a YouTube copyright system. I most definitely don't want that smoke. Plus, I think I'm fully capable of cooking up and flipping an original sample myself. So I'ma just start off with this Maverick piano with a jazzy preset, and then lay down some smooth chords, starting off with a nice G minor 9. And we'll just copy and paste that a few times. To make sure everything flows smoothly, I'm gonna use a lot of the same notes in each chord. Sometimes, depending on the context, you're gonna want the notes in your chord progression to move around a lot more than this. But if you're just trying to make a chill, soulful vibe, you definitely don't want shit jumping around all over the place. And I have to figure out what to do with this last chord here. Yeah, that works. E diminished 7, technically a substituted chord because B flat isn't in this scale. And we'll add a top line melody to the end here just to keep it from getting stale. Let's move on to the vocal samples.
Meet me halfway.
Gonna muffle it a little with an EQ. And douse it in reverb. There's a ton of unused vocals in these arcade presets. I always like to browse through the hidden stuff just to make sure I'm not missing any gems. I don't know if anybody else bothers doing this, but I highly recommend it, especially if you're trying to cook up samples. And let's render that out real quick. Now we'll speed it up to about 170. And pitch it up 10 semitones. And render it out again. And let's make a halftime version because I may want to include a section where the melody is a little bit different. Now let's throw it into Fruity Slicer. The first thing to do here is to lay down a kick so you can make sure the chops align with the kick rhythm. I didn't like how the halfway vocal aligned with the kick, so I had to clone it and set the slice to medium auto. I can probably move on to the perks now. And now I'm going to work with that halftime section, just chopping up the melody similar to the first part, making sure it aligns with the kick. Now it's time to figure out an arrangement. Pretty much the last step before mixing and mastering. Throw down a transition sound. That 808 is just not hitting right. Maybe need to mess with the envelope and make it a bit more stabby. That's a little better. Let's beef it up a little bit. Okay, cool. From here, I'm just gonna throw a bit of polish on it with mixing and mastering. This beat will be free for nonprofit use. Download link below. Now let's skip past the arduous mixing and mastering process and check out the final beat.